additional screen resolutions are supported, WVGA and WQVGA. Scaling, automatic scaling of the applications as well, which will make life a lot easier. Some of these devices will come with the screen resolutions. There's also quite a nifty test framework that has been implemented, is available as of 1.1. And this test framework allows you basically unit testing. Don't forget, developer.bada.com is your home to all resources. Go check it out. So you can go to bada.com, which is more the sort of what is Bada all about, to give some media briefings and yada yada. But the developer.bada.com is kind of where the meat is at. It does have a fairly good forum, and it will become even better by you guys engaging in it, signing up, starting to ask questions as well as contribute. So we have a new book, and it's written by some of the guys in London, so if you need a translation, please let us know. There's a few English things in there. It's called Introduction to Bada, and from what we hear, it's been received pretty well. And again, next month, we would love to hear your feedback. I believe, where's Melanie?
Right here.
The loud one. Do we have one for everybody? Do we have a book for everybody? We do, excellent. So there's a book for everybody at the end. I'll give you my donations PayPal account later. Wave is, most of you should probably know that by now. It's the first hero device that came out of the Bada platform. It's launched in June. In the first 3 weeks, it sold 1 million units, which is for a new platform, a new device. We're pretty proud of that. That's just now been added with a number of new devices. And as we talked about from the get-go around Bada, it's really not targeting trying to be the next high-end platform. It's the platform for the world market, looking at the feature phone segment and trying to open that up, avoiding it from being closed for the rest of our lives. So we've got Wave 525, and it's basically targeting the 2G market, emerging markets around the world. The Bada phone for the heavy texter, the Wave 533, and the Wave 575. So there's a lot of Wave devices here. And Wave 723. All these devices been announced literally in the last 2 weeks. So if you want to get hold of them, please let us know. We might be able to facilitate something. As we all know right now, the Bada devices are not coming to the US market, at least not in the short term. But it is coming to every single other market around the world. Which means, yes, it's very important. But it does mean that it's a very vast user base and rapidly growing worldwide. So these 4 new devices will really help that adoption and that speed of adoption worldwide.
Which one is the top new Bada phone?
Which is the top new Bada phone? Depends on what's the definition of top. The high spec.
High spec.
High spec is still the Wave. The Wave, the first one really is the crown jewel, 1 GHz processor. It really flies.
So,
and again, if you're developing for Bada and you need to loan a device, again, you can't unfortunately go into a carrier shop and buy them here. If you do need a device, let us know. We have the Samsung team around. So you see Samsung people, can you wave and jump? Jump a little more. Thank you. Talk to them in the Samsung crowd, give you a business card, email them, and basically we can definitely loan you advice for a few weeks. And hopefully we can help you guys be successful on the Bada platform as well. So those are the devices coming out. Again, the adoption is really coming, it's picking up. 1 million units in the first 3 weeks. New SDK come out, 1.1, go download it on developer.bada.com. And again, you have a big team here in San Jose, in the Bay Area. So anything that we can help you with commercially or on the technical side, please let us know. We're here to help you guys. Any questions?
Yes, why isn't it coming to the US? Is it because the carriers don't want it, or you don't really want it because you have the Galaxy S here, or
Yes,
are they too rich to buy these? I don't know, not full.
I definitely buy it. I'm not that sure. The question is, why is Bada not coming to the US? First of all, we're not saying it's never coming to the US. We're just saying as of right now, in the short term, it's not launching in the US. And the reason for that is we have a very strong relationship with carriers in the US. And as of right now, the main focus is on Android. And we've got some great Android devices. We just got a recently launched Galaxy Tab, which I'm not sure some of you saw just coming out from the Verizon Wireless. So, again, it's never say never. Right now, in the short term, it's not launching in the US. User.
Of the 1 million that were just launched in the 3 weeks, what geography or country was that primarily in?
Primarily, the first month was predominantly Europe. So the device is doing very well in countries like Germany, France, and the UK. So, developing countries. Lisa, yes.
Why such rapid adoption in a market where you already have a bunch of Android phones? How are you positioned?
Right, that's a good question. Why adoption in markets where we already have Android devices? So, and I think the Galaxy S versus the Bada devices that are announced, the primary difference is the pricing and the market segment. The Android devices, the Galaxy S is not your average feature phone. It's a very high-end spec. It's got the Super AMOLED screen, it's got a 1 GHz processor, and it's priced accordingly. I wish I had a slide, but basically, if you look at the higher-end market, that's where we cover Android. It's doing really well. And the lower-end, mid-tier markets, Bada is doing very well. So the markets where you previously had feature phone devices, and you still do have a lot of feature phone devices, that is the market segment that Bada is now opening up. Did I answer your question? Yes, sir.
Which WC game and when activating your so I cannot activate it from Verizon network?
Yes, so this is sorry. Yes, I should clarify. The device is it's a GSM device that we have available here. So you cannot activate it on Verizon. You can put a T-Mobile or an AT&T SIM card in there.
I cannot do WC game.
WC gaming should work. We actually had big, the one side. So WC gaming is the game. It's one of the games that is featured at the World Cyber Games in Los Angeles. Is installed preloaded on this device, and it's Asphalt 5, which is a really cool game. You should definitely come play with it later. And you should be able to activate that. If you can't, please let me know, and we'll figure it out. Any other questions? You, sir.
What are the data plans, the pricing for data plans in Europe compared to, say, Android? Big difference there too?
So the data plans are generally covered by the carriers. And as a customer, we tend to hesitate of commenting on
So
what
just
it
if you
is.
had any idea what
The data plans are generally there's very few unlimited plans in Europe. There's one carrier in Europe that's done very well and which kind of led themselves on the biggest point of their business being data, which is 3, not just in 3G. Again, the adoption and who's selling who, I don't know.
One really.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. How is cross-country working over in Europe? Say in England, for example, people have two or three phones because they go to France, they have another phone. They go to Belgium, they have another phone. How does this work with that? Cross-country, if you go cross-country, how does it work there?
Okay, so the question is, how does it work in Europe? Well, there's all these countries in a very small amount of space. So the way it works is, generally speaking, so the technology across Europe is the same. It's GSM. There's no CDMA carrier in Europe. So from technology, your phone will work across Europe. The EU, European Union, have just come out with a statement and basically some policies around how much data plans can cost and how much roaming charges can cost. Because essentially, here you quite easily pop over to Nevada, and you don't think that you're going to pay any more extra on the data plan. is, say, in Europe, you might probably pop over from Germany to Holland quite easily, and you're actually going to get charged quite ridiculous roaming charges. So it is a big problem. It's a huge problem, but it is something that the European Union are looking at tackling right now.
One of the probably very important questions for a developer is how much monetization can I get? And last week at CTIA, I was talking with people who both sold on the Android platform and the iPhone platform, and they said they were selling 5 to 10 times more on the iPhone platform. And I think the reasons they gave several reasons and different reasons, but I think the most important reason, but I know it's absolutely true, is to say people are buying not because there are more people on the iPhone platform, but because everyone has an iTunes account, almost. While on Google Android, very few have or really want a Google Checkout account. And that is one of the reasons why people are selling more, have more monetization on the iPhone platform. So I'm just thinking on the Bada platform, is it carrier-based billing or is it the Samsung apps market? And if it is, I guess how many have payment accounts, or I don't know what the important metric is, but do you understand the question or what I'm trying to get at? How much monetization, is it comparable to some of these other platforms?
So basically, how do you lower the barrier of entry to buy applications?
Yes.
Good question. So, carrier billing is a big thing, especially in Europe. It reduces the requirement to add a credit card. It reduces the requirement to have a ridiculous form on this 3-inch screen to ask for credit card information and everything else. So carrier billing is very important. We have a solution, it's called KIES, K-I-E-S, and basically it's shipped with every device. Through that you get your firmware upgrades, you get all the upgrades, you get the application acquisition, as well as the discovery. So through KIES, people will buy applications. I can't comment on the Android versus iPhone, but from a Bada point of view, that's where a lot of the emphasis on is discovering applications and being able to buy them as quickly and as easily as possible.
But then there's a follow-up question. Maybe I was trying KIES, and I was trying to connect both my Wave and my what's it called, Galaxy S, and because it's not supported as well in the US, or not supported, I probably wasn't able to download the upgrades I wanted to. And as a developer, you would want that. Is there some sort of support for the developers so they can really get access to all those updates that they really need to get, and normally they would get it from KIES, but KIES is not supported in the US?
Okay, so the question is, how do I upgrade the firmware on a Bada device in the US? You will have some challenges through KIES because the US is not a supported country. However, you can set the region to a different country and that will work. Or you can pop into our office and we will simply just manually flush the device. We are working at making this way easier, especially for the US developers, and I'm hoping that we, in the short term, can have an answer for you. But there are workarounds for now. So I think we're going to have to cut questions on this. Thank you very much for the questions. And next up,